Debunking tourism myths about Tanzania. Tanzania. When you hear the name, what comes to mind? The Great Migration, Maasai warriors, or Mountain Kilimanjaro? But here's the thing, that's only part of the story. Join us as we pull back the curtain on the real Tanzania and debunk the myths the world got wrong about Tanzania and its tourism in general. Myth 1. Tanzania is just safari. Safari is big here, like really big, generating more than 3 billion USD. But tourism in Tanzania is way more than lions and game drives. Most tourists skip Bagamoyo, but this was the hub of the slave trade and all the slave routes. It's where the East African history lives. There are 7 World Heritage UNESCO sites in Tanzania, from the Swahili coast to Kondoa rock art, but most get ignored in global travel media. Safari isn't the only story, but it's just the easiest to sell. While wildlife giants like Serengeti and Ngorongoro Crater undoubtedly form the backbone of our industry, drawing in hundreds of thousands of visitors annually, Tanzania saw over 2.6 million tourists being major draws. But look closer, over 478 visitors flocked Zanzibar last year. Mountain Kilimanjaro alone attracted nearly 300 adventurous climbers, while Serengeti racked in more than 500,000 visitors. That is a lot. Tanzania is a country immense with natural and cultural diversity, from the ancient rock paintings in Kondoa to the vibrant markets of Dar es Salaam, the spice farms of Zanzibar to the lesser known yet equally breathtaking national parks like Ruaha, Selous in the south. Our offerings stretch far beyond the Big Five. We are actively promoting community-based tourism, engaging travelers to experience the rich tapestry of over 120 ethnic groups, each with unique tradition, like the Hadzabe who still hunt and gather, like the Maasai, like the Chaga people with their coffee trips, and they show tourists how they actually make the coffee. These are experiences that you can only get in Tanzania. We haven't talked about the chimpanzees way west in Kigoma. Myth number 2. The Maasai are just for show. This might be one of the most misunderstood aspects of Tanzanian tourism. The Maasai have become a symbol, a brand for Tanzanian tourism, but the truth, many feel reduced to costumes and performance. Visitors think we are only dance, but we have schools, we face issues, and we have a voice. The Maasai are one of the many tribes in Tanzania. We also have the Hadzabe, the Datoga, who you will also see on your safari tribes. And no, they do not dress up for show. That's how they live their life. That's how they dress. They normally live by livestock herding, but they also have intellects, people who work in the government. So no, the Maasai are not just for show. They are part of the many tribes in Tanzania who you will find in your beautiful safari. Karibu sana. Myth number 3. Tanzania is just a cheap paradise. Who told you that? When it comes to prime tourist experiences, safari parks fees alone can be substantial, often in excess from $70 to $80 per day in parks like Serengeti. You have seen it on the websites, $200 per day for a safari to $300. So you might say safaris in Tanzania are not exactly that cheap. Plus, we have packages starting from the silver package, which is the cheapest, to the gold package, which is the medium, and the platinum package, which is actually one of the most luxurious safaris. We also have companies who charge up to $10,000 just to sleep alone in the lodges. But also we have companies that charter private jets just to bring their tourists in Tanzanian national parks. To climb Mountain Kilimanjaro alone will cost you upwards of $2,000. But of course, we do have experiences for the backpackers and the people on a budget. We do believe in accommodating for everyone. Even though we are really trying to balance the numbers of people in the national parks so as to preserve them, but we also have other experiences in the southern parts of the country because Tanzania is blessed and more than 40% of Tanzania's land is national parks, heritage sites, and game reserves. You can do a city tour of $10 but also a safari of $10,000. You can go to the waterfalls for $5 to $20 or go and have luxurious 5-star meals at one of the best hotels with the view of the city of Arusha for meals racking up to hundreds of dollars. So it just depends on what you want, but in Tanzania we offer it all just for you. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Myth number 4. Is Tanzania safe to travel? Tanzania is a dangerous place. No. Who told you that? And broad generalization of the continent of Africa. Africa is very vast and Tanzania is one of the peaceful nations in Africa. While we do have petty crimes like bag snatching can occur, somebody might snatch a camera or a phone once in a while in cities like Dar es Salaam and Arusha, but violent crimes targeting tourists are very rare. You might get scammed here and there, but no, nothing too dangerous. Plus, most of the lodges, hotels and safari sites do have security standards and you will find a security guard. And of course, these communities do depend on tourism, so everybody is on the guard looking out to protect the tourist, starting from the woman vendor selling her vegetables to the high-end hotel who is letting you park and eat in a safe space, or the tour operator who's gonna take you on your safari and who you have paid $5,000. They are all looking out for you. Plus, the government has opened a new Tanzanian tourism police which helps in solving safari and tourism crimes, which are mostly very petty and scams most of the time. But no, Tanzania is very safe to travel. We are welcoming you to Tanzania. Karibu sana. See you soon. According to the 2024 Global Peace Index, Tanzania ranks safer than the US, Brazil, and South Africa. So it's pretty safe. You will see families working at Mlimani cities. You might see travelers biking in Arusha, most of them in Mshikaki on a motorcycle that's called a skewer, where 3 people get on a motorbike. It's not very safe, but that's part of the adventure. Okay, let's wrap this all up in a tight bow. Who owns the narrative? Tanzanian YouTuber, creators on TikTok, travel influencers? Or who? The BBC, CNN? Because most of the news is very negative. You will see headlines of when things go bad, but never headlines when things like the increase of 12% in Tanzania's tourism income, or the $3.9 billion that Tanzania has accumulated in the last tourism year. You will not see these things, but you'll see the bad stories, the stories of how the safari lands are cursed, or the war, or the disease that just popped out of nowhere. Please don't believe this. Look at all these people enjoying their time in Tanzania. This could be you. This could be you right now. So book your safari, get those bags and come to Tanzania. And you don't even have to book. You can come to Tanzania and figure it all out right here, because we are very peaceful. Just get on that plane and come on here and let's have a good time. Wherever you're coming from, Karibu Sana, the land of the Lion King, the land of Mufasa, the land of Kilimanjaro, the highest freestanding mountain. You will see it all. The beautiful beaches of Zanzibar and Pangani. Oh my God, you will see it all. Don't believe everything you read on the internet, but do believe this video is inviting you to Tanzania. Karibu Sana. And today we were debunking the tourism myths in Tanzania. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and hit that video. You might like watching it, and more is coming.